So hello guys and welcome back to Glockner Predictions. Today I'll be predicting my 2020 NFL Week 6 predictions. And also, disclaimer here, I did go 10-4 last week, so that brings my record to 53, 23-1. My goal is to get around 160 to 170 wins this year. And yeah, so that's all I have to say. So without further ado, let's get started. Now with the first NFL game here, you have the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Indianapolis Colts here. And I'm going to get the Indianapolis Colts winning this game here. I think that their defense is actually... They're going to destroy the Bengals O-line and Joe Burrow here. And yeah, so... Anyway, I do have the Colts beating the Cincinnati Bengals here. And yeah. And now with the second AFC game here, you do have the Denver Broncos versus the New England Patriots here. I got to get the Patriots winning this game here. Cam Newton's coming back. And... I think that Cam Newton, I just think that the Patriots, number one, yeah, they're a better team, and number two, Cam Newton's coming back, and yeah, so anyway, I do the New England Patriots beating the Denver Broncos here. And now with the third AFC game here, you have the Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers here, and, I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns here, it's sort of an upset pick, but, last year in 2019, with the first game, the Browns actually did beat the Steelers, and then with the second game, the Steelers did beat the Broncos. And yeah, I think that's going to happen this year. They're pretty much similar teams, and yeah, so anyway, it was the Cleveland Browns beating the Pittsburgh Steelers here. And now with the fourth AFC game here, you have the Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans here, and I am going to pick the Tennessee Titans to beat the Houston Texans here. I just think that they're a better team than the Houston Texans, and especially just because, they beat the Bills by, a lot. I don't want them to win, but I think that the Titans, they are gonna win. And now, with the second to last AFC game here, you do have the New Jersey Jets / New York, they play in New Jersey, but they're called the New York Jets. Okay, but whatever. New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins here. And I'm going to get the Dolphins to beat the Jets here. I think that the Jets, they're not a good team here. They're not a good team this year. I think that they're definitely top candidates for getting the number one draft pick as long as the Jaguars, Washington football team, Falcons, and the Giants around there. And yeah, anyway, I think that the Dolphins are going to beat the Jets. I think that they're super underrated, to be honest. But okay. Anyway, I do have the Miami Dolphins beating the New York Jets. And now with the last AFC game here, you have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills here. Monday Night Football. I'm going to get the Chiefs beating the Buffalo Bills. I know, my favorite team. But I do have two reasons for that. Number one, if I pick the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the Buffalo Bills, maybe that will get more of a chance for the Bills to win. And number two, I just think that the Kansas City Chiefs are a better team than the Bills. And yeah, so anyway, I do the Kansas City Chiefs beating the Buffalo Bills here. And now with the first AFC versus NFC game here, there's not a lot of AFC versus NFC games in Week 6, but whatever. Anyway, the Baltimore Ravens versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles here. And I am going to pick the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I think, in my opinion, the Ravens, they're a better team than the Eagles. I don't think that the Eagles are going to be that good this year. Maybe around 7-9, 8-8. Around there. And anyway, so yeah, I do the Baltimore Ravens beating the Philadelphia Eagles here. And now with the second to last AFC versus NFC game here, you do have the Detroit Lions versus the Jacksonville Jaguars here. And if the Jaguars were to have Josh Lambo, they're really good kicker, maybe the Jaguars would have a shot, but I just feel like the Jaguars and their kicking problems, I just think that it's going to prevent them from having a close game. And yeah, so that is why I am predicting the Lions beating the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now with the first NFC game here, you have the Washington football team versus the New York Giants here. And I am going to pick the New York Giants to win this one. It's sort of an upset pick, but anyway, the reason why I have them winning here is because I think that they're just a better team right now than the Washington football team. They almost beat the Dallas Cowboys here, and anyway, with the Washington football team, they have a lot of quarterback problems. That's why I am predicting the New York Giants / New Jersey. Okay, whatever. The New York Giants beating the Washington football team here. And now with the second NFC game here, you have the Chicago Bears versus the Carolina Panthers here. And I am going to get the Carolina Panthers winning this game here. I think that they're going to have a really, really good start to the season here, like they do a lot of the times. But anyway, and I do have the Carolina Panthers beating the Chicago Bears here. And now with the third NFC game here, you have the Atlanta Falcons versus the Minnesota Vikings here. And for this game here, I do have the Minnesota Vikings beating the Atlanta Falcons here. I have two reasons for it. Number one, I think the Vikings, they're a lot better than what their record says here. They're currently 1-4, and I just feel like with their games here, I just feel like they could have beat the Seahawks, and they could have beat the Titans as well. So yeah, anyway, I think that they're better than what their record says, and I do have the Minnesota Vikings beating the Atlanta Falcons here. And now, with the fourth NFC game here, you have the Green Bay Packers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. And for this one, I do have the Green Bay Packers winning this game. I just think that Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, I just think that they're a better team than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They lost to the Bears, the Buccaneers. I just feel like I don't think that they're that good of a team. I think that they'll still make the playoffs here, but anyway, I do the Green Bay Packers beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. And now with the second to last NFC game here, you have the Los Angeles Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers here. And for this game, I am going to pick the Rams to beat the 49ers here. I just think that the 49ers, Jimmy G, and I just feel like they have some quarterback problems with the Washington football team. And I just feel like they're not going to be that good this year. They got blown out by the Miami Dolphins, which is not good. And I just feel like they're going to be the 2019 version of the Los Angeles Rams, maybe even worse, to be honest. And yeah, so anyway, I do the Los Angeles Rams beating the San Francisco 49ers here. And yeah. And now with the last NFC game here, you do the Arizona Cardinals versus the Dallas Cowboys here. And with Dak Prescott, Dak Prescott's injury, it was horrible. But anyway, with Dak Prescott, I feel like the Cowboys, they maybe would have a shot at winning. But anyway, I just think the Cardinals, they're going to do enough to beat the Dallas Cowboys. And that's going to be it for the video, guys. If you like that, I highly recommend if you hit the subscribe button, that's going to be to the left. Also, a video is going to pop up, that's going to be to your right. And yeah, guys, so that's going to be it for the video, guys. Much love. Peace out.